very moment, I have all the love I need. Right now, right now, I have all the love I need. Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Listen to what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer. Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia,
Good morning. We're glad you've chosen to worship the God of your understanding with us this morning. This is Unity of San Leandro. We're in California, Northern California. I'm Reverend Diana McDaniel. I'm a Unity minister, and I'm glad you have chosen to join us today. Today, I'm thinking about transitions. Life changes. I sort of thought for myself that God has changed. Life is constantly something happening, changing, growing, progressive, creating, dying, you know? And when I was in ministerial school, I had an instructor who wrote a book, Finding Yourself in Transition. It was written by Robert Brummett, Brumet, Robert Brummett, Finding Yourself in Transition. And that's what happens sometimes. Almost all the time, if we look at it, we have endings and we have beginnings. And in the middle, that transition, he calls the void. So when you have an ending, then there's that sort of middle ground where the ending and the beginning overlap. And it's in that period of the void of when you're feeling awful and you're wondering what you're going to do next or how does life go on. And the reason I'm on transitions at the moment is because I think because my brother died last week, and it was surprising. This was pretty quick. And it sort of threw me into that, where you have the ending, you move into the void, and then there's a new beginning. So I found myself thinking about transitions. Because in Unity, we use the term transition when somebody dies, when they pass on, when they move from one realm of life to another realm of life. When I was a girl, my mother's mother was ill, and Mama went to New York to be with her mother. We lived in Florida. And she stayed with her for a while. And when she came home after she died, after Mama's mother made her transition into that next realm, Mama sat me on the sofa and told me that Grandma Lou had died. And then she said, she's just in a different state of being. She said, she's a different state of being. And then she pointed out of the window and she said, you see those birds flying up there? And I said, yeah, I see the birds flying. And they flew behind a cloud. She said, now you can't see them now, right? But you know they're there. I said, yeah, we knew they're there. She said, that's the way it is with Grandma Lou. She's there, we just can't see her. She's in a different state of being. And I thought, wow, how cool was that? I mean, I remember really so vividly. It's one of those lived moments of when you understand something and it makes an impact on you. So with my brother, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking about how the birds flew behind the clouds and we just can't see it. If Mama had something happen yesterday, she she picked up her phone and the phone like had a message on it, like there was somebody had called or some notification. She clicked it, and from 2024, there was a message from my brother saying, "Hey Ma, I didn't know you called me." And something like that. And she could hear his voice. And it was surprising. But my feeling was here it is. People move into that different state of being and must find ways to contact us. You know, life goes on. So this is the book. Oops, I don't know if you can see that. Finding Yourself in Transition. And I was thinking about how easy it is to get sad, how easy it is to sort of stay in that place of maybe feeling like you should have done something differently, or could you have helped more, or whatever the circumstance that you might be thinking about for yourself that you find yourself in transition. I mean, even if you're because a transition is a change, except that a transition seems to be a bigger change, right? And death is the greatest of the changes. And in this particular way of thinking in unity, we think of that spirit that's active in us, that power, that spirit of the divine, and that we just simply lay our body down, that we call it our garment of flesh. And so it's like at the end of the day, we just lay aside our clothing, that bodily clothing, and we continue on. In this idea of life goes on and that all things change, he has a story in here, an example. And he says, imagine a caterpillar crawling across an intricately designed oriental carpet. This caterpillar sees nothing but an endless series of colors changing from one to another. Yet a butterfly flying above the carpet can readily see the pattern underlying the caterpillar's journey. So if something was flying above, they could see what the caterpillar couldn't see. Indeed, he says, there is a pattern, a plan for each of us. Although most of us are like the caterpillar on the carpet, we see only a series of apparently unrelated events occurring before us. So can you get a picture of that? There is a caterpillar crawling across the carpet, and it's a design in the carpet. But the caterpillar can't really see that. Someone, or like a butterfly, or a bird, or an adult, somebody tall, taller than a carpet, can look down on it. You can have a bigger perspective to be able to see, because we cannot see and connect the dots. That's when that scripture says, lean not unto thine own understanding, because we don't see the bigger picture. So all things change, we know that. And we have things that change is not necessarily pain-free. We have, I was thinking about my grandson, his youngest grandson has grown so tall. And I was thinking, it's not easy. And many times teenagers feel bodily aches and pains because they're growing, they're changing, you know. Maybe they have to buy new shoes, or maybe just the stretching of the muscles and the bones, you know. There's change that happens. And we have to recognize that it's okay to have change. That it really is just part of life. So when you have an ending, like a death, ending to a job, ending to a relationship, an ending to something that was important to you, and it's taken away, it could be abruptly, it could be gradually. So when it's taken away, you move into that period of the void, and it's like you don't really know. It's like having uh, going to Alaska and having a map for Florida. It's like you're not quite sure. It's unknown what your behavior is to be like sometimes. And then you're wondering, what can you do? What kind of practical steps can you take to help you get through that void? Because, I feel like I'm just normal. I feel like I'm, that I'm handling this very well with my brother, who is my closest, right? My only sibling. So I feel like I'm okay, but I see that periodically I'm doing things or reacting to things or forgetting something or whatever I'm going through, and I realize I am not the way I was 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago or even a week ago, you know? So when you begin to recognize that that you're in the void, then there are some steps to take. And one of them is to trust, trust, trust in your own inner wisdom, to trust God, even when you feel like things aren't going well. Trust that things are in divine order. In the void, the way out, he says, is the way in. The quickest way through the void is to embrace each experience fully and then let it go. So you are to feel it and feel the pain. That which we resist will persist. So the idea is to enter fully into each feeling and to experience it, but try not to get lost in it. And if possible, avoid making any major decisions or long-term commitments. That's so interesting because I was just about to make a decision and I remembered, if I was talking to someone else, as a minister, I would say, if you've had a death in the family, don't make any major decisions yet. Wait a year, you know? So then I caught myself and said, I better not make that decision just yet. So, if possible, avoid making any major or long-term commitments. The idea is that our emotions are so volatile and our perspectives so changeable we might find that the person who made the decision might not be the same person who has to live with it. Yourself, who you were then and who you are now. And don't attempt to rush it. Don't attempt to force anything to happen. We just accept each day as it comes. I have a book, How to Survive the Loss of a Love. How to Survive a Loss of a Love. I haven't been able to find it to be able to have it available, but it really is not a book that you read from the front to the back, but you just sort of open it one day and it'll say something like, be gentle with yourself. Take it easy. Relax. And then another page might say, why don't you go to the movies today? Or just go shopping or take a walk in the park. And then another page will say something like that, where it's not a book you read from front to back, it's to open up and say, be gentle. Then remember to pray, meditate, to find some regular time to be open and receptive to that living spirit of truth. Take care of yourself physically. Okay. These may be stressful times, right? The idea is to eat well, to sleep well. I just the last few days myself decided I would go to bed early, earlier than I had. I thought, yeah, I need to take care of myself. One of the things that he suggests is that we pay attention to our dreams, that this may be a time of vivid or unusual dreams, to keep a dream journal. So I just pulled one out. And then to keep a daily journal, to record what you're thinking and what you're feeling, so you can look back at it later, to talk about to yourself what your experiences are and how you're handling things. And hopefully we all develop a support system. I have my daughters and my mother, I have friends, I have other ministers that I talk to. But I found that I didn't want to talk at first. And then now I'd said, oh, you know what? Let me move out of that. Let me be in a place of allowing people to support me. Because so many times we don't allow that. So I invite you to develop a support system. In his book, he suggests create some type of ritual to symbolize your passage from the old life to the new. He says this could be done alone or with trusted friends. Express your feelings creatively. This could be through poetry, art, music, song, dance. Find ways to express your deepest feelings, whatever they may be. So we all go through changes. We all go through major things. It could be a transition is more major, you know. It's the loss of life of someone we love, loss of a great something we love. Let me tell you one of the things I went through. When we sold our building, our church building, it was, oh my God, we had been in there. I don't know how many years that I had been there too. And I grieve that thing. I still grieve it, you know? It is it was a big, big change. It was a transition. And here it was, the whole congregation was moving through this grieving period together, you know? So there's something to think about. We actually have national grief and worldwide grief. When we went through the pandemic, oh my God, talk about grieving. We grieved our old way of life. We grieved the loss of life. We're just grieving for many different levels. And so we had the ending, and then we had a void. the transition period when we're searching for new ways to do things. And then now we're in the new beginnings. We're still in the new beginning stage. Things are different, aren't they? So let me tell you that I trust that all is in divine order, that we have been moving through so much in this country, in the world, and in our individual lives. So we just breathe, we eat well, we sleep well, at least we try to. But you get the point. Take care of yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Be patient with others. Know they're going through things too. And so I invite you just to breathe, to turn within for a moment. Maybe open your hands and be open and receptive to that living spirit of truth. That we give thanks for the changes. We give thanks for the transitions. And we're in that way of expecting something good as a result of the transition. Something good that continues to move, that life goes on for those who have left us. They've gone to another realm. Life goes on for people who have moved away, who are in another city. Maybe our families have moved. Life goes on. Just breathe and trust and give thanks.
Once I thought that my life was too hard for all this living. Then I met you and learned the more we give, the more we live now. In the presence of your light, I feel renewed. Gave me the steps to cross the world and say, I paved the way. In a different place and in a different state of mind, I felt defeated. Then I listened to my heart and it repeated. What has not come to me before is coming to me now. I can always feel the glory of God's love in everything I see and in everything I do. Love's coming through now. Each day I live my life in gratitude, humbled by all the love you give to me eternally. In a different place and in a different state of mind, I felt defeated. Then I listened to my heart and it repeated. What has not come to me before is coming to me now. God's love is coming to me now. Coming to me now. Oh, I'm celebrating now. Oh, oh, coming to me 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 now.
Thank you, Cherry. That was Cherry Anderson singing. We're most grateful for her joining us today. For our announcements, we have several things going on. We have our normal prosperity mornings on Tuesday morning Pacific time, 9 a.m. And then on Wednesday evenings from 6:30 to 7 Pacific time, we have a mastermind prayer group. And the way you join those, they're Zoom meetings. And so you can actually go to unitysanleandro.org and click on the coffee cup, and it will bring you right into the class at the time that you join. There's another class that's coming up. It's forgiveness. It's based on the book by Dr. Gerald Jampolsky. The title is Forgiveness, the Greatest Healer of All. It begins April 16th. It's on Thursdays from 6 to 7 p.m. Thursdays for an hour, and it runs through May 14th. So we invite you to join us in this class on forgiveness. It's a wonderful book. Gerald Jampolsky was the founder of Attitudinal Healing and the Attitudinal Healing Centers. So I hope you'll join us for that. Now for our love offering, it's that time that we have to hold our prosperity thoughts in mind. And I invite you to hold your pockets or your wallet or your pocketbook, or just be in that state of mind of being open and receptive to the good that's yours. And so our offering blessing is divine love flowing through me, blesses and multiplies all the good I have and give, and all the good I give and have. So it is one of those where it is truly a prayer, divine love blesses and multiplies all the good I am and have, and all the good I give and receive. And so let's just be in a place of being grateful for the air we breathe, for the ability to move, to think. And so we just give thanks for the gifts that you give, whether they are positive thoughts, whether they are a financial gift. We are grateful. And we see you abundantly prospered in every good way. If you're giving a financial gift, you can go to unitysanleandro.org and click on the donate button. I couldn't remember. What do you click on? Not the coffee cup this time, but it's to click on the donate button, and we are grateful for the gifts. So as we go forth this week, let's remember that the light of God surrounds us and the love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. God bless.
Yeah.